Here's a riddle for you. We all want it. We all need it. We can't do without it, but if we don't get it right, it will cost us more than anything else. What is it? Now let me ask it again, okay? We all want it. We can't do without it, but if we don't get it right, it'll cost us more than anything else. What is it? Well, I'm Michael Haggstrom, doctor in counseling and founder of HealedMinds.com. And I'm an expert in anxiety, relationships, and trauma with over 30 years of counseling experience. And I'm just really passionate about helping people find love and heal from the damage caused by toxic relationships, and especially from the narcissistic abuse they may have experienced. So, have you solved my riddle? We all want it. We all need it. We can't do without it, but if we don't get it right, it will cost us more than anything else. What is it? Well, if you answered love, then you're right. You know, look at how many songs, how many books and movies are all about finding love, needing love, losing love. And this is why I think that this episode may actually be one of the most important ones that I'm ever going to post on this channel. Because, you know, when anybody is out dating, you're in a very vulnerable place. I mean, think about it. You're going out with these complete strangers that many of them you found maybe online, and you're putting your heart just right in front of these people, trying to solve this universal problem that we call loneliness. And then we have this tricky chemical called oxytocin that just wants to kick in to make us fall in love, to make us bond, and oftentimes far too fast. And this makes us vulnerable, especially to narcissists who are just very skilled at making you fall in love, even addicted to them. And so today I want to share with you 5 signs that you could be dating a narcissist. Now, perhaps one of the first and actually easiest ways to catch a narcissist in action is when they do the love bombing thing. And love bombing is when a person uses very strategic ways to make you fall in love with them with overly positive words and compliments, saying things like, I love you right from the gate in the first few dates, or I've never felt this way before. Where have you been all my life? Really cheesy lines, right? And the thing is this, the narcissist is going to want to move the dating process along faster than what's healthy. And you know what? This is going to make you feel amazing. It will make you feel special. Maybe even in a way you never felt before. In fact, dating a narcissist can feel like a really good antidote to your loneliness. I mean, if you're made for intimate connection, then staying home day after day, night after night, alone without that special someone, it can feel depressing. So if you're out on a date and someone is love bombing you, it can be a great antidote from feeling otherwise depressed or lonely. And this is so hard to resist. I mean, who doesn't want to feel special, right? To hear how handsome or beautiful you are, to have someone take you on fun and exciting dates. And narcissists, they're going to do this in a very fast, and listen to this, intense way, because they want you to become addicted to them, to their positivity, so that it's going to seem impossible to end the relationship, to move on, especially when they start, becoming neglectful, critical, or abusive. And this is going to create what we call a trauma bond. You see, love bombing is a powerful mind control method that we really need to know about. And especially before we get hooked or addicted to any person when you're dating. Now, you need to test what is coming at you, because if it feels too good to be true, it just might be. And this is going to bring us to the next sign that you're maybe on a date with a narcissist. And this is really the second sign, and it has to do with inconsistency. You know, where the narcissist's words just don't match their behavior. They say one thing, but then they do completely another thing. They promise something, and then they don't deliver. And this is not so easy to catch, because narcissists, they can be expert with their words. They can be experts at seduction. And if you challenge them on not keeping any promises that they made to you, The narcissist will get defensive and they're going to gaslight you. They're going to make you think that you maybe didn't hear them right, that you're making up a story. Well, I didn't say that. And they may even blame you for being so nitpicky. Now, please hear this. Behavior matters more than words. Always trust and believe a person's behavior first. Now, the third sign that you might be dating a narcissist is how they talk about their past intimate relationships. And a really great question to ask someone that you're dating is this: what one thing did you learn from your last long-term relationship? And if all they do is make their ex a villain, this is a red flag. You see, narcissists blame others for everything. They carry these long-standing grudges, stay offended for what happened to them, and narcissists, they just don't want to take responsibility for any negativity that they bring into relationships. But you see, none of us is perfect. We can all be critical, we can all mess up, we can all commit what is often called microaggressions, when we're at times critical or defensive, but healthy people are going to own their behavior and they're going to learn from their past experiences, even the past negative experiences, and they're going to want to grow, they're going to want to learn. And so even if your own past relationship really did end badly, if someone were to ask you that same question, what one thing did you learn from your last long-term relationship? Well, you might say, well, I learned that I was far too codependent, and so now I'm learning how to be much more authentic. Or you might say something like this: I've learned that my needs matter too. Or I'm learning to know myself better and really be more assertive with my needs and with my wants. And you can see that this is so very different from just blaming the other person. Now, you may have been an actual victim in your last relationship. And if so, my heart goes out to you. That person maybe was neglectful, abusive, or maybe even cheated on you and really did break your heart. And so leaving that relationship was the best thing that you could have done for yourself. And, but because of that, you'd still learn something. You learned that you matter. You learned something about your standards, that you learned that you deserve respect. And when you ask a narcissist that question, you know what? They are going to be very confused on what to say, because in the narcissist's mind, nothing's ever their fault. Now, this next and fourth sign is important because I really see this happening so often, and it's created just such a lot of pain for people. And narcissists, they can love drama, especially if they feel that you are not giving them your undivided attention. So they can do what is called triangulation. Okay, triangulation. This is when anybody can create drama between you and others, and narcissists are really good at this. They create these triangles of disgust and suspicion where they make you doubt your relationships outside of the one they have with you. The narcissist might say something like this: your friend Dave seems like a nice guy, but he kind of takes advantage of you sometimes. I really don't understand why you like him. Or, I really want to like your mother, but she's so nosy, and I don't really get why she pressures you to call all the time. That just seems controlling. Sometimes they might say something, sometimes I think you like your mother more than you like me. And the narcissist can even want to create conflicts all between all these people, between the other friends and family members, with gossip. You see, narcissists can have a secret mission, believe it or not, to isolate you from others, wanting you to distrust others until you're only trusting just them. And when they do this, they can then let their guard down, become more neglectful, discarding, even abusive in the relationship. And because you let so many relationships go, there are no longer outside eyes on your relationship with the narcissist to help you see clearly. And you feel like now you can't go to anyone anymore because you're so isolated from the support that you once had. You see, healthy partners, they are not going to get you to abandon your relationships like that. In fact, healthy couples, they are going to champion you as a separate person with with separate relationships and even separate interests outside of them. And now the fifth sign that you're dating a narcissist is that there's a need that they have to make it continually all about them. Now, this is a tricky one because at first, it's going to seem that they're actually making it all about you, where you are the center of attention, at least at the beginning of the dating, right? Where you're being seen as so wonderful by the narcissist, just like I mentioned with the love bombing. But then that spotlight that has been on you will quickly turn right back onto them. So when they show up for a date, for example, of course they're going to ask, hey, how are you doing? And appear to be attentive and listening to you, but then somehow quite quickly gets redirected back to them, and they hijack the conversation and they start telling one story of how exceptional they are, boasting, maybe even name dropping. And to be fair, any of us can boast a bit when out dating, right? Because people can want to impress the other person that they're attracted to, but the narcissist keeps playing that broken record for far too long with story after story of how smart they are, how successful they are, and maybe even how generous they are to others. And when they do this, they're also working at mirroring. Okay, that's an important thing you need to know about. They're mirroring everything that they've heard from you so far in the dating process. They will have remembered everything you told them and make sure that their stories are aligning with promoting this idea that you are soulmates, you're meant to be together, look how much we have in common. But the thing is this is a deceptive ploy of seduction. Now, when the narcissist is making it all about them, it might not happen all the time in conversation, especially if you're out with a more introverted narcissist. You see, with them it might show up with kind of things that you do together. The narcissist is, this kind of narcissist might prefer to take you on dates to their favorite places, to their favorite activities, and to hang out with their friends, again, making it all about them, watching their TV shows and movies, maybe even eating their favorite food. And slowly what's happening is you're actually being groomed to continue making it all about them, so that when you form a couple, this pattern will go on and on and on and become even more prominent for the rest of the relationship. Some of these signs that I've shared with you today, they're not going to show up right away. You see, narcissists can keep the charade, the positive charade, going on for weeks and even months without slipping up too badly. But it is a lot of effort for narcissists, so this is why they have to move things along so fast and really get you hooked, usually within the first few months. And the important thing I can tell you is this: take your time, test things out, and do look for red flags. But at the same time, don't let that take away from the fun of dating. Go out, enjoy, date, get to know yourself as you do, and take your time getting to know someone to really get to know them. So I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, and I should mention that I have something for you. That's right. That at the time of this recording this very episode, what I'm going to offer you is completely free. It's a 5-part education series on the science of healing from narcissistic abuse. And it's over 2 hours of high quality value training, complete with interactive worksheets. And it really makes me so happy to be able to offer that at this time of recording this video, the 5-part series to you. So you can feel free to check it out at HealedMinds.com/power. That's HealedMinds.com/POWER. Okay, so go ahead and check that out whenever you get a chance if you want. Well, I've enjoyed hanging out with you today. And, I want to wish you a great time today with whatever you're up to. And if you're going to be heading out into the dating world, then you know what? Good luck. May you find all the fun and all the love that you really deserve. Well, I'm Michael Haggstrom, founder of HealedMinds.com. May love and peace be with you all.